In this video session, we're going to consider comparing the coefficients of similar variables in Surds. You can simply call it Surd coefficients comparison. For example, if we have 5 plus the square root of a and we have x plus the square root of y. Next, if you compare both sides of the equal sign, x is 5 and y is a. On both sides of the equal sign, 5 and x has no square root. We're going to compare those without square root. And this a has a square root and y has a square root. We're going to compare the square root of a is equal to the square root of y. Square root will cancel out on both sides, and a is y or y is a. This is the basics of comparing coefficients of similar variables. Next, if we have the square root of 3 and on this side we also have the square root of 3 on both sides of the equal sign, and at the power we have 5x plus 8 on this square root of 3, and on this square root of 3 we have 2x plus 3. In basic mathematics, if I have a to the power of 2 and I have a to the power of x, this a and this a are the same, hence they will cancel out, and here 2 is x or x is 2. Likewise, if I have y to the power of b and I have 3 to the power of b, this b at the power and this b at the power will cancel out, and y is 3. With these basic rules, this square root of 3 will cancel this square root of 3, and here we are going to have 5x plus 8 is equal to x plus 3. To make x the subject, I will have 5x on this side. This 2x will move across this equal sign, and because it is a plus here, on this side it becomes minus 2x. On the other side we have 3. This is plus 8. It will move across and become minus 8. Next, 5x minus 2x is 3x, and on the other side of the equal sign, 3 minus 8 is minus 5, and x is minus 5. 3 is multiplying. If it moves across, it will divide, and this becomes our answer. X is minus 5 over 3. If x and y are rational numbers, and 5 plus the square root of 11 divided by 3 minus 2 multiplied by the square root of 11, and this is equal to x plus y multiplied by the square root of 11. Find the value of x and y, and here we have 4 options. To solve this problem, step number 1, you are going to solve this left hand side of the equation, and any answer you obtain, you're going to equate it with this side. Then you compare, just as we did here. Then you can find the value of your x and y in the comparison of the coefficients. And we are going to have 5 plus the square root of 11 divided by 3 minus 2 multiplied by the square root of 11. The next step is we're going to rationalize, considering conjugate surds. We're going to multiply this 3. This becomes plus 2 multiplied by the square root of 11 divided by, I will repeat this back to the denominator. Next, we're going to multiply out the numerator and the denominator will multiply out. Next, 5 multiplied by 3. We're going to have 15. Next, 5 multiplied by 2 root 11. 5 times 2 will give us 10 root 11. Next, root 11 multiplied by 3. We're going to have plus 3 root 11. Next, root 11 multiplied by 2 root 11. We're going to have times 2 multiplied by, inside the square root, 11 will multiply 11. Next, at the denominator, 3 multiplied by 3, you're going to have 9. 3 will multiply 2 root 11. We're going to have plus 3 times 2 is 6 root 11. Next, minus 2 root 11 will multiply by 3. Minus 2 times 3 will give you minus 6. And here we have root 11. Next, minus 2 times 2 will give you minus 4. And root 11 times root 11 will return only 11. Next, at the denominator, this will cancel this. Here we have 15. This is 10 root 11 and this is 3 root 11. Together we're going to have 13 root 11 plus 2. This is 1 to 1 inside the square root. The square root of 1 to 1 is 11. This will become 2 times 11. Here is 2 multiplied by 11. At the denominator, this is 9 minus 4 times 11 is 44. Next, here we have 15. This is plus 22. And this is plus 13 root 11 divided by 9 minus 44 is minus 35. Next, 15 plus 22. This will give you 37 plus 13 root 11 divided by minus 35. Next, we're going to simplify this further before we compare both sides of the equal sign. Next, this minus at the denominator will actually affect everything at the numerator, because plus, which is here, divide by minus returns a minus. And here we're going to have minus and 37 plus 13 root 11. Everything divide by 35. Next, we're going to have minus 37 minus 13 root 11 divide 35. In mathematics, recall that A plus B divide by D is A divided by D plus B divided by D. And if I have minus A minus B divide by D, I'm going to have minus A over D minus B over D. With this, that means I can write this as minus 37 over 35 and minus 13 root 11 divided by 35, according to this basic rule. Next, I have minus 37 divided by 35 and I have minus 13 root 11 divided by 35. Next, on this side of the equal sign and from the question, we have x plus y multiplied by the square root of 11. We actually simplified this through all this process and we obtained this. I will equate the simplified value to this, which is x plus y multiplied by the square root of 11. I will compare numbers and variables on both sides without the square root. Then I will now compare those with the square root on both sides of the equal sign. Then x has no square root and minus 37 over 5 also does not have a square root. Then x is minus 37 over 35. Next, y has the square root of 11 and minus 13 over 35 also have the square root of 11. Then y is minus 13 over 35. This is the value of x and this is the value of y. Next, we're going to consider the given options. And here, A is not the answer. B is not also the answer. C is not the answer. Our answer is D. You can apply this when given any question involving similar variables in Surds. I hope this was helpful.